If I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head.
Hello, everybody. I'm finally doing another video and another review type thing. I don't know what you would call this, but this time I'm going to be reviewing. Fix my. There we go. This time I'm going to be reviewing Gotham Knights. I've finally beaten the game story, so I've yet to get everything done, but I got enough done to where I can talk about the game. If you haven't played the game yet, if you haven't played the game, uh, this is your spoiler warning because I, I get into some I get into some stuff with this game. So if you haven't played the game, either leave now and go play it, or go watch someone else play it. Okay. So if you're still here, either A, you've beaten the game, B, you don't care about spoilers, or C, you just don't care. So first, the traversal. And I kind of gonna be reading off a script here because I have my thoughts written down to kind of help with the progression of the video. So the traversal in Gotham Knights feels so nice. It I'm gonna be comparing it to the Arkham games, specifically Arkham Knight, because I don't care what anyone says, Arkham Knight is the best one, only beaten by City. So the traversal in Arkham Knight, it does feel like the Arkham games, especially when you play as like Robin or mostly Batgirl, because Batgirl can glide with her cape, which I'll be getting into. Um, the idea of giving each knight their own special mode of transportation, aka their knighthoods, is amazing. Batgirl can glide like I said in the Arkham games. Red Hood can do a mystic leap because of his time in the Lazarus Pit. I still don't know how I feel about that, but it's grown on me. It's grown on me. I don't mind it. Robin is able to use the Justice League's tower to teleport short distances, and Nightwing can use a glider to hover around Gotham. And yes, I know the meme says it's just a Fortnite glider, but that's one expensive ass Fortnite glider. Let's be honest, that shit is expensive. Along with having the traditional grappling hook to grapple up on ledges, buildings, gargoyles, anything that the hook can attach to. Also, I have to add this in. The slides in this game are just perfect. Now, onto the thing that makes or breaks a Batman style game: combat. The way the combat is designed in Gotham Knights, it definitely took a bit of learning to get down because, yes, it does have that Batman-esque combat, aka the one that kind of got brought in with the Arkham series. But I found when I fought specifically the Talons, Talons are a pain. Okay, they are a pain to fight when you're just starting out. You have to do a special. No, you have to do a, let's say, a special ranged attack. I forget the specific name. I'll put it up on the screen later. But you have to do a special ranged attack to stagger the Talons. Then you can uh, and you can attack them. So that took some learning. What also took some learning is the timed attacks. You can't just mash square to beat down your enemies. You have to do they encourage you to do time strikes, which either does more damage or staggers your opponent depending on how strong the opponent is. For instance, if you're fighting a big guy, you it would help if you get them time strikes down. The momentum abilities gives a very unique touch to each knight. Red Hood's momentum abilities usually strengthen his melee and ranged attacks while reloading. His ultimate his ultimate ability, the mystical rounds, locks onto enemies and deals serious damage to everything in his line of sight. To me, it feels like that slow motion ability, Deadeye, I think it's called, from Red Dead 2. It's so fun. It's so fun to use. Batgirl's momentum abilities give her massive damage potential both against single targets and an AoE or area of effect around her. Her ultimate ability, the drone, offers both healing and fire support, albeit only temporarily. One other thing that I love about Batgirl is you can pick yourself up if you get downed. So you kind of get like a second wind. And that is so helpful. I, I maybe the other characters have it and I just haven't spotted it yet on the skill tree. But I wish Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin had it, especially Red Hood because he's a tank already. Of course, he would have a second wind. But I digress. Now, my favorite character. Nightwing's momentum abilities allow him to leap from foe to foe quickly and add an area of effect elemental damage to his kit. His ultimate ability, Nest, is a powerful defensive tool for Nightwing and his allies. I found myself using the Nest ability a lot when I'm fighting multiple enemies. If I'm if I had to fight like the Court of Owls, then yeah, I would use the Nest ability. There's lots of talons. Oh yeah. Or if I'm fighting a lot of the league, oh yeah, Nest, 1,000%. The irony of using an ability called Nest against a society who calls themselves the Court of Owls. It writes itself, people. It writes itself. Um, Robin's defensive momentum abilities focus on evasion and confusion, with his decoy distracting enemies and allowing him to attack them from behind. He can also keep himself safe by deflecting projectiles. His ultimate ability, Microbots, synergizes with the elemental damage buffs in his skill trees. Not gonna lie, I did not know they could do that. Okay, wow. And now for the thing that is like a staple in these kinds of games, stealth. I've played many games with stealth, the Arkham games, the Spider-Man games, a couple shooters. Only a handful of them get stealth down, right? And you can't have a Batman game with bad stealth. You cannot. Stealth is a part of the Bat family. So the stealth obviously reminds me of Arkham. We're able to do the standard stealth takedowns along with ambush attacks, which are louder and alert others around you. Along with all of those, well, both of those, you can grab unaware enemies and interrogate them for information to unlock premeditated crimes and gather info on a case. Again, spoiler warning, but there's a mission where you have to find the whereabouts of a judge. You had to go from faction to faction, just interrogating crooks to get info, and that that feels amazing. It feels like you're actually investigating a case, which I forgot to write down, but I guess now is a good a time as any. The detectives mode in this is leaps and bounds ahead of the Arkham games. With the Arkham games, you just look at one thing, replay some stuff, or follow a trail. With this, you're like, there's a bunch of clues in front of you. You have to see how they fit together, where it leads. You feel like an actual detective, and I love it. If we get a sequel, please let us get a sequel. I hope they take what they improved upon with the detective skills and bring it up higher. One other thing that I'm so glad they brought into this game with Robin, you can do a perch takedown and rope up enemies on some Arkham style. And every time I do it, I just get a flashback to the thousands of times I've done that in the Arkham games. So glad they put that in. Now onto the story, which big spoilers again if you haven't played this game. First, what is the story for Gotham Knights? What's going on for Gotham Knights? Batman is dead. A new expansive criminal underworld has swept the streets of Gotham City. It is now up to the Bat family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect Gotham, bring hopes to its citizens, discipline to its cops, fear to its criminals, from solving mysteries that connect the darkest chapters in the city's history to defeating notorious criminals in epic confrontations. You must evolve into the new Dark Knight and save the streets from descent into chaos. And boy, did it get chaotic. Oh boy, that Harley Quinn mission, that was fun. That was really, really fun. Um, but if I ever have to hear that damn song, no, 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 not the one from the prison. No, 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 the one from the damn hospital. If I have to hear that damn song again, the way they handled the mystery of how Batman died, along with the Court of Owls, was so intriguing. I mean, okay, there's one thing I kind of didn't like about this game. It's who the voice of the court was, because we got introduced to Jacob Kane, and guess who the voice of the court was? The only rich, the only other rich guy we got introduced to, Jacob Kane. I mean, obviously it was going to be him. Who else could it have been? I kind of wish it was Alfred. Like, I kind of wish it was Alfred. If I'm being honest, I kind of wish it was Alfred. I mean, not kind of like a throw you off um type of way. Like we thought it was Jacob Kane, but no, it was actually the person who was with us the entire time, Alfred. Just a fan fiction thing. And now onto, oh wait, no, 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 no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. Got a little ahead of myself. From the start of the prologue, I was invested. Seeing Batman and Ra's al Ghul fight tooth and nail, battering the blade all the way until the very end of the prologue. That was some of the best choreography and the intro to a game I've ever seen. Also, Batman's voice in this game, while it isn't Kevin Conroy, RIP, that was a damn good voice. That was a damn good voice. The League of Assassins was a great addition to the game and the story. And this game's version of Talia al Ghul might be my favorite game wise. I like the one from Arkham City, but I feel like this one had more depth to her. I knew we couldn't trust her because hey, she's Talia al Ghul. When did we ever trust Talia al Ghul? And onto the people we encounter and fight a lot, the enemies. This game has multiple factions along with main antagonists. There's the freaks, who are run by one Harley Quinzel, aka Harley Quinn. They want to keep the party going since Batman is gone. They only have one goal: follow Harley and her plan. There's also the aforementioned Court of Owls. Not a word is spoken, not a whispered word is said. The Court of Owls is made up of a bunch of Gotham's most elite and wealthy, since Batman and Jim Gordon are gone. the court planned to fill that hole using their talons and brawlers. My second favorite faction, the regulators. The regulators are interested in high tech, which they use to commit their organ trafficking and augmenting their own bodies. They later joined Mr. Freeze and acquire his cryotech. Then there's the mob. Oh, I hate fighting them. Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, while trying to look as legit as humanly possible, has the mob commit a variety of crimes around Gotham. And Clayface, who I still have yet to do all of his side mission. I think I'm gonna save that for either a video or a stream. Clayface's disfigured henchmen are scattered around the city. He has them commit any crimes he doesn't want to do himself. You also encounter and face Clayface himself later in the game via a side mission. And that is pretty much most of what I want to talk about in terms of Gotham Knights or in depth one later on. I just wanted to get my um, base thoughts of the game out there. This is definitely a game that I was on the fence about, especially when they canceled the PS4 version of the game. But after playing it, oh yeah, I can see why they had to do that. Um, I wish there was 60 frames. I really do, but I'll take the 4K graphics and ray tracing. I will definitely, and being able to play as Nightwing, I would definitely take that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Uh, like, comment, subscribe. You know the whole spiel. Check out my VOD channel, Bear Barrel VODs. I'm back on Twitch. Surprise, surprise! I'm going to be doing a video on that next week. So twitch.tv/ Bear Barrel Gaming, and I'll catch you next time.